Welcome back, guys. This is Legit Lee back again with another tutorial video for you. Hopefully you guys are liking these videos. I will be making more coming soon, so if you are interested in anything that has to do with tech or DIY stuff, definitely consider subscribing to my channel and hit that notification bell whenever a new video becomes available for you. So today we're going to be talking about our Atomos Ninja 5. The reason why we're talking about this is because I couldn't really find a YouTube video on how to set this up, so I decided to make one now that I figured it out. Right now I have the Atomos connected to a Sony a7 III with the Tamron 28-75, and over here we have to search for what we're looking for. So the Atomos can record in two different codecs, which is actually really great because it gives you a lot of information. So the first codec that I wanted to get was ProRes RAW, which gives you a lot of data information and a lot of flexibility while manipulating your scene and color space and color science and all that good mumbo jumbo that you guys probably are so fascinated with when it comes to cinematography. And so the first thing you're going to want to do is go to Google, type in how to get ProRes RAW codec for the Atomos Ninja 5. Right there is what the activation is, what you want to click, first part of that page. And then now that we're into here, we went into another page that allows us to see and understand what we're downloading, and it vaguely explains it. That's the reason, another reason why I wanted to make this video, so you guys can kind of comprehend what's going on if you're new to all this, like I still kind of am. So the Atomos Ninja 5 can record in two different codecs, ProRes RAW and then the a7iii. Now a7iii is the first one that comes up when you're looking at the information. Not to mention, I want to mention as well, both of these are free codecs you can add to your Atomos capable devices. So it doesn't include just the Ninja 5, it's multiple devices that can get it. But right now we're doing for the Ninja 5 because that's the one I have. Anyway, so for the Atomos DNX codec that we have here, the reason why you would want this one is, let me just paint you a picture here, give you a little story. So imagine if you or somebody you know is having a wedding and they wanted to have somebody record the wedding for them, you know, for a video keepsake. So say that person you lend your camera to, or just the photographer himself, wanted to go out there and he was shooting the video, but he doesn't set your exposure right, or the ISO, or basically has your scene too dark or too blown out. Well, for that you're going to actually want to use ProRes RAW. ProRes RAW gives you the ability to manipulate your colors and information, shadow, highlights, all of it basically, to retain that information. So say, you know, it's a sunny day and your scene is way too blown out, looking white in a lot of areas. This will help you to retain all the information and make your film or footage salvageable. So that's the reason why you would want RAW. The difference between RAW and this one, the DNX is actually set up for easier manipulation for basically your timeline or editing. So say if another story here would be, or scenario would be, that if you went out and you're on a shoot, need to do about 4 hours, you only have one hard drive with you because you forgot the other one at home, or you didn't pack it, or you had somebody else that was supposed to pack it and they didn't do it, and you're only left with like 500 gigs worth of space. Well, at this point, if you needed 4 hours of recording, which doesn't mean that you're recording 4 hours worth of footage, that just means that you're recording 4 hours throughout that day, but you can be actually recording multiple clips, and then that would just bring your file sizes up and max out your SSD. So if you were in that type of scenario, you can use this DNX. DNX uses the ability to manipulate but not use as much data information to your SSD. So it says that it's a lightless, visually lossless image recording information for a codec, and it reduces file sizes as well as bandwidth and storage requirements to accelerate your production workflow. So if you're editing in DaVinci Resolve or Premiere Pro or pretty much any other editor, if you're wanting to be able to move freely and easily, then you would want to use this one because it doesn't use up a lot of storage information or data, so you're not going to have to worry about your computer slowing down to basically slowest speeds imaginable, where you don't even see what's really going on while you're trying to edit and chop up your footage. So you would want to use this one for less data but still maintaining good image quality. The only reason you'll use RAW is if you don't mind burning out data and you want to have the best quality you could possibly get. So if you're wanting to do cinematic footage or like cinematic photography or whatever the case may be, and you're doing stuff that needs to have a lot of color manipulation, then you're going to want to use ProRes RAW because it gives you that availability to manipulate as much as you want. Anyway, now that we're done explaining that information to all the newer people out here that doesn't know what they're doing, for all the regular people that do know what they're doing, and now the new people as well, let's talk about how we get this information. So what you're going to want to do is type in your email address and your device ID. Then you get to select which codec you want. So you're going to have to do this twice if you want both of the codecs here. So I already have ProRes RAW, so I don't have to do that one, but you get to choose whichever one you want. Anyway, once you type in your information, your email and all that, your device ID is one of the things you need to get. So how you do that is you go over to your Atomos Ninja, you click on the button down here, and then you just scroll over from the top. Usually when you first get it, it's going to be on input, but you don't want to use that. You want to move all the way over. You have to swipe your finger that way. Go to info. Once you do, in the center, you'll see device ID and it'll give you that information. I'm not typing it in because I don't know what that does if you guys try to copy my ID. I mean, granted, it should be specific to each Atomos Ninja recorder, but I don't want to take that risk, so I'm sorry guys, you're not going to be able to see it. You're just going to have to take my word for it. Once you hit the info button here, you'll see it right in the center. Device ID. Pretty simple. You type that information in, and then it will email you a 4-digit code, and if you're already connected, I believe it should already pop up down here. It'll like refresh the page, and then you'll see the 4-digit code down there. At least that's what it did for me. I don't know about everybody else, but once you do, you're gonna go back to your menu screen. So you're gonna have to, if you don't already have it up, you're gonna have to click on it again, and then go over to record. Once you do, you'll see right here codec, and you can type in ProRes RAW or whatever one you want. So you can change the codec to something else. You can see if you tap on it, we have ProRes RAW, then DNX HD, and then ProRes HQ, ProRes RAW HQ. So if we hit confirm, then right here it'll give you your information. There goes my code, so that kind of sucks, but I don't care, you guys. I'm not connected to the internet with this, so I don't think it's really going to matter. But anyway, all you have to do is type in the 4 digits. So you have to just click on the positive and negative here to bring up and down your numbers. Once you do, you just click confirm, and then you have it activated. But like I said, it should be specific to each ID. But since you guys already seen my ID, I might as well just show you where it's at exactly. I'm sorry if this video is taking forever. It's just, I want you guys to see. So it's the same thing, ID right here, build, same newest version, 10.51, whatever. So now that that's settled, like I said, all you have to do is go to record. If I can get this thing to move, there we go. Click record, and then type in your information for what you want to use, and then you're good to go. Then you can set it. All you have to do is just turn it on, and then it will be on. Hope you guys are liking the video. Please like, share, subscribe. Let me know what you think. I will be doing some comparisons between ProRes RAW and the DNX to see which one is easy to use, if we can kind of get the colors to match up right with color grading, and what it really entails. So if this one is easier to use and won't screw up your computer, this will probably be good to use on like a laptop-based editing program. So like, all pro editing programs you can pretty much run on a laptop, but for speed wise, if you're wanting to be able to not worry about needing a whole lot of RAM or processor power, then you're gonna probably want to use this. And then if not, if you're using ProRes RAW, you're probably going to need a desktop. But either way, I'm going to do a lot of research, see which one looks good or the best, see which one you can get away with, what the scenarios would be between the two, and things of that nature. So definitely consider subscribing to the channel so you guys can check out those videos in the future. My name is Legitly. I appreciate everybody watching all the way to the end. You guys have a great, fantastic day. I'll see you in the next one.